Welcome, beautiful souls. Did you feel the massive frequency burst, the timeline jump during the super full moon the other day? The super moon was Thursday night, and when I awoke Friday, I could feel the new frequencies. I could see the colors of those frequencies. I just sat and wondered all day at how we now had access to much higher dimensional energies. And this isn't the first time it's going to happen. We're going to keep getting these bursts. We've got the portal of 1212, and I'll talk about that closer to the date. We've got this beautiful sacred time between that portal and the solstice of 1221, because there's a lot we're moving through, releasing, and stepping into before 2026 starts. And I was talking with the Soul Collective, which is the collective of all of our souls speaking in unity. I was discussing this major frequency burst from the supermoon and how we can really embody it and really utilize it for our ascension, for our staying in 5D. So I'm going to go over the top 3 things that we must do in order to really embody these new frequencies available to us and quantum leap before 2026. So we are ready for the magnificence that next year brings. Welcome to your multidimensional journey. I am Tracy Canberra. Let's get started on the 3 areas that we are working on in order to step into these new frequencies and hold them for our ascension. Okay, number 1 is the empathicness. We are becoming so much more empathic. If you thought you never were empathic, you don't feel anything, well, you're going to start feeling it now. And for most of us, for all of you listening to this, you already know you're empathic. And the truth is, it's opening up. But the issue that I've seen in my soul coaching clients is that while the empathicness opens up and we're feeling more, we're not catching up with how to handle feeling more, how to shut down the flow when we're not open to it, how to even know it's ours. So the first thing, the empathicness, I've discussed this before in videos. When you are all of a sudden feeling different feelings, you're all of a sudden sad, all of a sudden upset, or sadness rolls over you, and you could be at home feeling this, or you leave a work meeting and you just feel icky, like you have to shower off. I had a Soul Sphere member say that they felt all of this heaviness on their shoulders. That's your first clue. The weight of the world on your shoulders is your first clue that being empathic, you were taking on other people's stuff, other people's thoughts, other people's emotions, other people's patterns. Remember, we're going to continue to grow in empathicness because that's unity consciousness. In higher dimensions, we feel everything of everyone else's. We can hear their thoughts, we can feel their feelings. That's unity consciousness. But in higher dimensions, we control the negative. In many of the higher dimensions, we don't even feel negative. We understand that we're pure love, we're pure source consciousness. So we're in this weird spot where our empathicness is rising, but we're still maintaining 3D thoughts and feelings and the negative, the dense feelings with anger and sadness. And there are so many people that are still living in the victimhood where they just want to hand us their crap because they don't want to feel it. And I understand that. And many of you are shining a light so big that it looks like a safe haven to others, really to unload their crap, right? Because they want to unload their darkness and your light can handle it all. So yes, I could say you're getting dumped on, but it's more magnetic. What the Soul Collective shows me is those of us with tremendous light tend to magnetize the darkness to us. Like we're the garbage truck. That's what my soul's showing me right now, like we're the garbage truck. So with empathicness comes the responsibility to be aware and to ask yourself questions. Number one, is this mine? When you start experiencing different emotions, all of a sudden they come on, or a heaviness comes on, especially when you are around others. The first thing after you notice that you're not feeling well, you have a headache, you have a stomach ache, you have sadness out of nowhere, whatever it is for you, the moment you recognize you're feeling it, pause and say, is this mine? And it doesn't matter whose it is, it doesn't matter how you got it. The answer's still the same. It's most likely not yours. So clear it off and then snow globe. So I'll get to that in a second. So use Reiki, use any of your spiritual tools to clear everything off of you. My energy is mine. Their energy is theirs. I no longer harness anyone else's energy. I clear out all energies that are not mine. And picture yourself as an absolute clear conduit of source energy, pure, clear, and free. So once you clear yourself, and in this ascending time, you can't clear yourself too often. You really can't. I do it after every client. I do it before I go to bed. Sometimes I do it when I wake up in the morning. I mentioned Chloe in the last video, so I'll ask her to Reiki me. Receiving is so beautiful, whether you are sending yourself energy or having someone else do it. But ask, is this mine? And if you hear that it isn't yours, clear. If you hear that it is yours, if you sense or feel that it is yours, the answer's the same. Release it. You don't have to dive into it. You don't have to dissect a pattern. Let it go. Just let it go. Whatever it is, I no longer need it. And you just release it. Now, if you don't hear an answer, then assume it's not yours. Because again, no matter whose it is, no matter where you picked it up from, it is time to release it and move on. Okay? So remember that our empathicness is growing, our telepathy is growing, our awareness is growing, sometimes in leaps and bounds. So you're going to be picking up more things. So be aware, continually clear yourself, immediately ask, is this mine? How do I clear it? And see what comes up next. You don't have to hear the answers. You can just feel that you need to jump up and down and shake it off. You need to take a shower. You'll feel what's right for you. And then when you realize how empathic you've become and how much you're absorbing, use the snow globe method. And I'll link it below. I have a real short meditation activation on it. But the point of a snow globe is to put yourself in a glass sphere. These are transformational fire and ice crystals, not glass, but put yourself in this glass sphere, in a crystal sphere. The reason you want the walls to be glass, to be transparent, is so you can see out and you can interact, but you can't get splatted, right? Everybody can't get to you. So you don't want a concrete wall. You don't want to put yourself in steel so they can't reach you, because then you can't interact. So that's detrimental to you too. So put yourself in a snow globe. Put yourself in a beautiful crystalline sphere where you can see what's going on, but they can't get to you. And I would suggest doing that anytime you're going out in public, you're going out with people to places you're not sure of, you're meeting with family members that you're not so keen on, maybe. Well, anytime that you would feel any kind of dense energies, or you're going into a dense place, but honestly, you can do it everywhere, even out in nature. If you're hiking in the trees, you could hike in your crystalline sphere, because the trees will imbue that with higher frequencies. They'll dance with you in that. So you really can't go wrong doing the snow globe. Okay. Number 2 is your ego mind. It is time to program your ego mind. Again, we're in this in-between time where we're moving into our multidimensional mind. We're moving into multidimensionality. We're going 5D, but we still have these physical bodies. We still have a brain and an ego mind. And your brain was created to keep you in 3D. It's the gatekeeper. It's got the doors locked. My next video is going to be on the ego mind, but I will say here, it's time to use your awareness to catch the ego mind's phrases and retrain it. This isn't difficult. This isn't impossible. Anything is possible. It's time to catch the ego mind, retrain, rephrase what you hear. And after that, and again, I'll go more in depth in the next video, but once you begin retraining your ego mind, you program it. It doesn't control you. And the next thing you do after you start really catching it and retraining it, then you train it to step back and give the reins to the multidimensional mind. So that in every experience, rather than the ego mind speaking from past and trying to keep you safe and trying to stay in the known, it's like, oh, okay, let me step back. The multidimensional mind's got this. That's what I do in sessions. I've trained my ego mind to step back. I move into the multidimensional mind so I can connect in with your soul, with your spirit guides, with your whole team. So it's going to be in December, a great journey of moving into the multidimensional mind and bringing, even in 3D situations, bringing the ego mind down, training it to be positive, training it to step back when you're looking for the intuitive connection through your multidimensional mind. So in a few days, you'll get that video. But number 2, time to really train the ego mind, because it may be part of this 3D body, but we're going light body, we're going 5D. And it's time to let the heart rule and the mind follow. And number 3 is the Soul Mission 2.0. Now, I got a lot of questions after that video. My Soul Sphere community, almost everyone booked a session. Everyone wants to know, what's Soul Mission 2.0? Do I have to leave my marriage? Do I have to quit my job? It's not that cut and dry. Remember, ascension is about transcending and transforming. And leaving any situation doesn't mean you're transforming. It means you're leaving. So, Soul Mission 2.0, I can tell you, we're all going through it. All of us. You are, I am, because Soul Mission 1.0 was service to others, staying in the toxic relationships, doing healing, ancestral healing, and healing across the line. And I'm going to dive deeper into that in a future video, because all of that healing of past lives, other lives, ancestral, all of that is done. It's complete. I'm not saying you healed it all. I'm saying you're done doing that. Think about when you're in college and you get your major, when you're at university, right? You graduate from university with your diploma, with your degree. That doesn't mean you know everything. It means you know a heck of a lot in that area your degree is in. It's the same with healing. It's not that we have to heal everything. We were in it. We did it. Now we're in higher frequencies where we don't have to let all of the ancestral trauma affect us. We don't have to let all of the other earth lives we have, that trauma come through. We're complete. We ascend beyond it. That's what the healing is about. And again, I'll go deeper next week. But Soul Mission 2.0 is moving from holding space and doing the healing and helping others to ascend and staying in those relationships, jobs, etc. We are moving to Soul Mission 2.0, which is honor thyself. Instead of service to others, it's service to self. Now, we're taught from birth that's selfish. You have to do for others. You have to think of others. Okay, you know this. The most help you can be for anyone else is to shine your light the brightest. When you shine your light, you reach farther, you reach more. And you can't shine your light the brightest when you're stuck in toxic relationships, toxic jobs, toxic situations. For the soul coaching clients that I've seen since I put out that video on Soul Mission 2.0, they have varying label of their next soul mission. Some is freedom, some is peace, but all of them, it's about pulling the energy away from what they were doing and who they were serving and focusing, just like 5D. What makes me happy? What brings me joy? So you do not have to leave a marriage that isn't working so well, leave a job that has good and bad points. No, you turn inward and you work on yourself. You transcend everything within. You want to feel valued. You want to feel seen. You want to feel successful. Okay, that's an inside job. So we're all going inward. We are finding our new soul mission, whether it's freedom, whether it's love, whatever it is, the soul mission 2.0, and we're focused on self. And we are expanding self. And that sends the frequency out to expand humanity. So in December, my December forecast, and I'll link that below, I mentioned breakups, shakeups, and upgrades. Well, this beautiful timeline shift, call it a portal opening, that the supermoon brought us, that is a major upgrade. So use your awareness and you'll feel it. You'll feel things shift around you. You'll feel things shift within you. You'll start to have new ideas and new desires to do more for yourself with your life. And it's time to trust that you will be the most service to others by going inward and ascending yourself. So thank you for joining me today. And I'd love to hear if you felt that big timeline shift, the new frequencies coming in. What did you feel? And what changes are you making in your life now? Leave them below in the YouTube comments because I read every comment and I love to hear them. So thank you for your like and subscribe. And if you want to book a soul coaching session and dive deep into your empathicness, your life path that's dissolving, your soul mission 2.0 that's coming up, that link is always in the description. So book a session and we'll connect in with your soul, with the dragons, the guides, the angels, the archangels, and we'll see what's going on and help you quantum leap your life.